Our Santa Fe Soap Ranch Shave Soap Puck is nicely melted into our apothecary mug. So, we're going to build a lather and we're going to have a shave coming up next. Hi YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere, it's SparkerGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another video. Great to see you again. Thanks so much for stopping by and sharing your time with me. Love getting together with you and talking all things traditional wet shave. This is a continuation of the earlier video we did on melting that shave soap puck from the Santa Fe Soap Ranch that Bill and Connie Murphy very, very kindly and generously sent to the channel, melting it into an apothecary mug and then letting it set up. So now we're going to have a shave. I got some hot water on top of it right here, and we're going to dump that into the water. I'm also using my Omega my Omega GT Series Elite shaving brush here that very kindly came from viewer Matt Panter. So we're going to go ahead, there it is right there. We're going to go ahead and just load this brush. I've already done a pre-shave wash with the Cube 2.0. No pre-shave lather because we want this to do all the talking. I did take this for a test drive already, and it was a good shave. We'll get into the details, so I'm going to kind of compare this shave with my earlier shave, and you can see it's lathering up very, very nicely. So I'm going to be doing a combination of a face lather and also painting it on. My gosh, this really, I mean, look how much lather I'm getting here in the bowl, in the mug. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see that? That is really loading up quickly. Now, Bill Murphy very kindly sent in a review of the Santa Fe shave soap puck that he has, and he's going to be working with it a little more. His first time using a shave soap puck, and yeah, it is a little different. It's a little different than doing the bowl lather. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and paint this on here. Look at that. Look at what I got here. My gosh. And then I'm going to paint it on because I got enough here, but I'm also going to do a bit of a face lather and really kind of build it up a little more. The Cedarwood Patchouli scent is marvelous. It's really a masculine, refined, elegant, gentlemanly kind of scent. It really is terrific. Look at what I'm getting here. Now that I got it on here like this, here's where I'm going to go in and do a little bit of face lathering like this. And I can use just a little bit of water, so I'm going to dip the brush tips into the water a little bit. You know, I dare say that this second time out, I am a little more expert in using this. And again, I like the way that Charles Price's method of melting a soap puck into an apothecary mug worked. It worked very, very well because the soap melted into the mug perfectly and formed perfectly. So all this lather stays on top instead of just, you know, seeping down into the sides into the sides of the mug if you have a puck that's a little undersized. So this works out wonderfully well. Look at that. A little more water. I'm just going to brush a little more water on there like that. And look at this lather that I have here. Wow. Look at that. I can honestly say, boom, lather! Check that out. I have plenty on the brush that I'm scraping back into the bowl here. And the great thing about these kinds of shave soap pucks in an apothecary mug or a shave bowl or mug of your choice is if you want to go in and generate a little more lather, you can do that. That's just terrific. I like that a lot. So we're going to set that aside. We are using the Carve Bison razor. This also came from viewer Matt Panter. Matt, thank you very, very much. We're going to open that up, and we're going to use a razor blade I haven't used in a while, a Filoso. How about that? Yeah, these are great. Like these a lot. So let me open this up here. And look at that, double wrapped. Like that a lot. The carved bison is an aluminum razor, but it is just wonderful. Okay, here's the Veloso blade. There it is on the cap. Okay, this is a tab and slot configuration. There are tabs in the cap. There are slots in the base plate that go all the way through. So we're going to go ahead and marry those two together. No O-ring. This just fits together so nicely. Okay, we're going to snug that up. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Balance and alignment spot on. End tabs are enclosed in the razor head. All right, and look how nice and stable this lather is. It really is good. I thought this was going to be a lather that was going to break down a little more and become really, really slick. Excuse me, a la the Moon Dance shave soaps that we used. But second time out with this, I'm getting a much, much better lather. Really, really terrific. Synthetic brushes work well with this shave soap. Use a synthetic brush the first time around and a synthetic brush this time around, and it's just great. So I'm heating the razor up under some hot, hot, hot water. All right, here we go. 30 degrees, a light touch. Let the razor do all the work, gentlemen. Boy, that is really smooth. That's really, really nice. By the way, I have about a day and a half worth of beard growth. No, actually, no, I'm wrong. I have a day's worth of beard growth. All right, here we go. Sure felt like a day's worth, though. No, I'm wrong. Day and a half worth of beard growth. Okay. I'm trying to remember. I didn't shave yesterday. Yeah. Day and a half worth of beard growth. All right. Well, that's nice. Again, no biting or pinching as I'm finishing the shave stroke. And I'm really, really delighted by how stable the lather has remained here. Wow, that is that's really nice. This razor is terrific, and the Veloso blade is nice and sharp. And I believe it's platinum coated, so it has a nice soft edge to that sharpness, so to speak. And it just does a great job in giving you a nice, comfortable shaving pass. Boy, this razor does a great job of getting up underneath the nostrils. I've got like 98% done on the upper lip. And again, the shave soap offers some really nice protection and some nice slickness. All right, first pass done. Let's rinse. Boy, I'm really surprised. Again, a day and a half worth of beard growth, just to be clear. And after the first pass, I am in socially acceptable shave territory on the upper end, meaning I'm almost done with this shave. It's going to be a 2-pass shave. This is really, really wonderful. And the lather that I'm getting with this second shave with the shave soap is better than the first time out. Because the first time out, I didn't fully understand what I was doing. And I think what I did was I made a little more lather in the mug and then painted it on, whereas the last time out, I think I didn't make quite as much in the mug, and I ended up not having enough in the brush to do a face lather. So I think the key to this one is to be generous in building that lather in the mug. Just build it to overflowing, then pull that out and paint it on. And if you have to do a little bit of a face lather, then you can do that too. But man, this is wonderful. This is really, really wonderful. This is not like the review I did with Moondance. Moondance tended to be a soap that with a little thinner lather. This lather is fuller. Now, I was saying on the Monday Morning Mailbag that I thought that this was going to be like the Moondance shave soap puck. It's not. It has more body and more cushion than the Moondance. Now, the Moondance is very, very good. It's very, very slick. So, two different approaches. The Moondance is a little, I would say, a little thinner lather, but very, very slick. I think I mentioned that straight razor shavers would like Moondance a lot, whereas the Santa Fe shave soap, the Cedarwood Patchouli, has a much more substantial sanded beard kind of lather. Look at that. That was great. And you saw how it held up as we loaded the razor blade into the razor. Man, that's wonderful. All right. We're going to go with pass number 2. We're going to go east to west across the grain. Great residual slipness to allow me to do a little bit of touch up there. Really nice protection. I will say that this razor is just wonderfully mild and has a wonderful amount of efficiency. So if you're going to use this shave soap, I would say stay in that range of a mild razor on your first couple of outings and then see how you like it, and then maybe move up to a more aggressive razor. But if you've been with the channel any amount of time, you know that I really do prefer milder razors with a sharper blade, which is what we're using here. Milder razors with a sharper, comfortable razor blade. Let's put it to you that way. And again, I got the majority of the upper lip done. We'll just a little bit. Just to make sure we get those little stragglers off the upper lip in the corners of the mouth. Oh, man. This has been great. Second pass done. Let's rinse. It's a BBS finish. This is wonderful. We're going to do our final rinse routine. Warm water rinse, cold water rinse, and then I'll see you on the other side for the alum block. So hang in there with me. That's marvelous. Wow, very refreshing. What a great rinse routine. Clean, fresh towel waiting for me right here. Wow, that was a marvelous shave. What a great feeling. The post-shave feel is just wonderful. I can run out the door right now. That is a great, great feeling. Wow. We're going to get the alum block here, and we're going to go ahead and run this under some cold water and see what kind of feedback we get. To be honest with you, I might get a few zings because this was a close shave. Boy, oh boy, was this great. It was very, very comfortable. I didn't feel any nicks or tugging or pulling or anything like that. Very smooth, comfortable shave. But I'm thinking that it's such a close shave. Maybe I'll get a zing here and there. That's what I'm thinking. We'll see. All right, here we go. No, I'm wrong. This was cool as ice. Maybe a little muted zinger here and there, but that's a coin toss. This was marvelous. This tells me I could have done a third pass, but a third pass wasn't warranted because by the second pass, after the first pass, I knew, man, this is going to be done in 2 passes. This was a wonderful, wonderful shave, and it's a BBS result. And I can tell you right now, no nicks, no cuts, no irritation. There's no phantom nicks that I can see either. I don't think anything's going to crop up. Man, oh man, was that great. Here's the alum block right here. Let me show you the mug here and what we have in the way of lather on the brush. I'm scraping it off here. You can see it right there. So I have enough here for a third pass right there. That's probably enough for a third pass. I could also take the brush and go back in there and generate a little more lather if needed, which is really nice. A nice feature of having a soap puck in an apothecary mug or a bowl of your choice. So let me show you what we have here. And look at that. That's really nice. Now, I probably need to add a little bit of water to that. No, I think, no. I think that's pretty darn good. That is great. Yeah, that's some good stuff. And the scent, again, the scent is marvelous. I've never tried any of the other scents in their shave soaps from Santa Fe Soap Brands. This is the first one. But I can say with a great deal of confidence that if you were to go up there and want to try one of their shave soaps, Cedarwood and Patchouli is a wonderful, wonderful scent. I think you'd be very, very happy with that. Absolutely. Let's use the aftershave here. Now, Bill was saying in his review that a little goes a long way. And again, this scent is marvelous. And he mentioned that it's rather light. It's not an overpowering scent. It's got this little plug here that I'm not going to throw away. Just pull that out like that, put that in the cap. And he was saying that a little goes a long way, so we're going to use about that much right there and see how that works. We're not going to use the Jimmy V method because it's more of a balm than it is a splash. So we're going to rub it in the hands and rub it on the face. Here we go. Oh yeah, he's right. That, what I squirted into my hands, may have been a little too much, but because I have no hair, I can take that excess and move it up here like that and kind of let that drink into my scalp a little bit. That works. Yeah, it's not an overpowering scent. It's just the right amount. Wow. Great, great shave. This was wonderful. Better the second time out because I learned a little bit more about how to use this particular shave soap, and I think melting it in a mug to fit the actual opening of the mug helps a great deal. Now, why do I say that? Because I think when you're building a lather, if you have a puck that is undersized in a bowl or a mug, and you're building that lather tends to fall between the puck and the sides of the mug, so you're not getting the majority of the lather onto your brush. More is falling off into the sides of the mug than is going on the brush. I think that's the problem I had with the Moon Dance shave soap. I should have melted the puck completely in the bowl that I was using so that all that lather would stay on top. And that's what I've done. I used Charles Price's method, and I went ahead and took the sandalwood shaving soap from Moon Dance, and I melted it, and it fills the bowl completely now. So when I go back in to build this lather, it's not going to be falling in between the puck and the bowl. It's all going to remain on top where I can get it on my shaving brush. I think that's the key. So if you get the shave soap puck from Santa Fe, melt it into a mug or bowl of your choice so that it completely fills that opening, so that when you run your brush around on top of it, all that lather stays on top and builds and builds and builds and builds up, and you can get all that lathery goodness on your brush. I think that has made an enormous difference, which is why I'm looking forward to using Moon Dance again, because I think I'm going to get more lather with this next shave, with this Moon Dance. But because this is a review on the Santa Fe Soap Ranch Shave Soap, Cedarwood and Patchouli, I can tell you, I can honestly tell you, this is just marvelous. This was really, really wonderful, and I really like the lather it built, and it's gonna give me a lot of shaves. There's 5 ounces of shave soap in this mug. This is gonna last a good long time. So my recommendation to you is, if you order something from the Santa Fe Soap Ranch in the way of a shave puck, Cedarwood and Patchouli is a very good one to start with. Get yourself an apothecary mug, something like this from Vanderhagen or some of the other artisans that are out there. Get one like this. This was wonderful. Use the Charles Price method and melt that shave soap puck into the mug so that it fills the opening completely, attaches itself to the bottom and fills itself completely. So all that lather that you're building up rises to the top. And I think you're going to get a great, great shave. I recommend using a synthetic brush. I got a great result with the synthetic brush. I have not used a boar brush or a badger brush with it. That is something else I'm going to explore. So I can't comment on that right now. But man, oh man, what a great shave. No nicks, no cuts, no irritation. This was wonderful from Santa Fe Soap Ranch, Cedarwood Patchouli Shave Soap Puck, courtesy of Bill and Connie Murphy. Bill and Connie, thank you again very, very much. It was a wonderful shave. We'll have links below. Check it out. All right, that's it. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell on next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/MarkZeraidy, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Let me get this right here. This was great. All righty. Yeah, we'll just hold it like that. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you again real soon.